owning a home was such a far-fetched dream for me. But after, working in sales, having, this platform to be able to rely on, that dream and that goal seemed a lot more attainable. Yeah, so quick intro. Like we mentioned, my name is Amy. I am a senior marketing consultant at Multiview. A little background on Multiview is that we are a B2B publisher. So we partner with over 1,200 different trade associations to help them with their advertising efforts. I've been at the company for just a year and a half, so pretty new. Before what we were using another vendor. I won't say their name, but it was a database, and it wasn't real time like Seamless. And because it wasn't real time, a lot of issues that I ran into as a new rep was that a lot of the email addresses, contacts were super outdated. I would be calling someone, asking for someone, and that person has left the company 5 years ago. And as a new rep, it was pretty embarrassing, and it kind of made me want to stick to emailing more than calling, because just having to that person doesn't even work here anymore, and I'd rather get that through an email where it's like, hey, I'm no longer with the company, rather than office manager telling me that. So that was what we were using before. But and then we got into, I believe we started using Seamless at the beginning of this year, so February. And I will admit that things have been easier, especially someone who's new in sales. It's been a lot more comforting to know that, someone who's in your corner and a solution that actually works. It's actually in real time and kind of validates contacts and numbers on a real-time basis. So I really appreciate that.
This show is sponsored by Seamless.AI, the world's best sales leads. Get direct dials, emails, and cell phones for anyone in seconds. Request an invite to join for free at Seamless.AI. That's Seamless.AI.
That's awesome. And so how much in sales, total so far, because you just started using it in February, which February, March, April, May, June, July, August, it's 6 to 7 months.
Yeah.
How much in sales have you generated so far?
So in USD, it would be 140K in USD. In CAD, it would be 185K CAD. So I always have like two different numbers in my head, because I'm always, every time I sell in US, I'm like, oh, how much is that Canadian? It makes me feel slightly better because it's conversion. So if you ask me in Canadian, I'm at 185K, not 140K. But it's both very exciting. To put in perspective, last year I ended the whole year at 190K. So I'm actually on track to crush that goal for
wow.
this. Even
it
during
sounds like you're about to potentially double or triple what you did last year.
Yeah, and especially selling during a pandemic hasn't been easy. There's been a lot of companies and businesses that kind of put their marketing efforts on hold, or they're just not open, like in the hospitality industry. But using Seamless and still trying to find the right decision makers, having those conversations, that hasn't stopped my kind of sales trajectory to still double, triple what I'm going to do this year.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And it's just an incredible success story. And then how has your life changed personally and professionally, being able to generate 2 to 3x the sales results that you were doing before? Has anything changed personally for you, whether it's
yes,
clothes, cars, freedom? I'd love to just hear about that.
So this job is actually my first full-time job out of university. Awesome. So I was super nervous going into it, and I had no sales experience at all. And owning a home was such a far-fetched dream for me. But after working in sales, having this platform to be able to rely on, that dream and that goal seemed a lot more attainable. And I actually do have a goal to put a down payment on a house either end of this year or early next year. So it's crazy how a dream like owning a home, especially in Toronto, is like, I'm like, no, I'm going to take another 5 years in full time, but it actually seems like a lot more attainable. And it's super exciting to be able to, finally move out of my mom's house and just get my own space and just live my life. Yeah.
Thank you for listening to Sales Secrets with Bornancin. If you enjoyed the show, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss an episode that drops on the daily. Your success is our success. This show is sponsored by Seamless.AI, the world's best sales leads. Get direct dials, emails, and cell phones for anyone in seconds. Request an invite to join for free at Seamless.AI. That's Seamless.AI.